According to a recent survey by Junior Achievement USA and the All-State Foundation, more than 20% of teens are unsure about their ability to budget successfully, use credit cards, or invest money wisely.
Audra Stafford live in Mission Valley with a program that's working to change that for thousands of local students. Good morning, Audra.
Good morning. This is a fantastic program. I'm here at the mission-fed JA Finance Park, where students can get hands-on education in personal finance. So they learn all sorts of things, but first and foremost is how to budget. That's really important. And I have Neville with Mission Fed, as well as Devon Jones. He's a student with Kearny High School, and you've actually been through this program. So what do people need to know first and foremost about budgeting?
Well, budgeting, you really have to plan what you're doing and really appreciate your parents, because what they do for you is amazing, and the stuff that they have to put aside for you and what they give up for us, it's like it'd be really thankful for them.
Yeah, you said that's one of the things you definitely learned, is how hard your mom works to make sure you've got food and clothes and snazzy bow ties like that one, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. And so, of course, budgeting, big part of it, but you also have other expenses. Some of the expenses might be continuing education. I have Alize Reyes. She's another student from Kearny High School. So what did you learn when you went through the program?
So I was a nursing assistant, and that they didn't make that much money, so I learned that the bills are a lot more expensive than I thought they would be, so I didn't have much money left over for myself, so I figured if I furthered my education, and I had student loans to pay, but it still would give me more money in the long run, so I decided to pay for that as I was paying throughout all my bills.
What do you think of this program? Because this is really kind of throwing you out there in the real world to learn about this stuff.
Yeah. It was really eye-opening because, I mean, as a teenager, you don't really think about, like, all the bills that your parents are paying for you, because you just, like, go out with your friends and do whatever you want. You don't really think about the money being spent. So it was really eye-opening to have to do it, like, on my own with my own salary.
So are you helping mom and dad out a little bit more now?
Yeah, I am.
Yes and no. It's okay to still be a kid. Thank you so much. I'm going to bring you over here now, because another expense that most of us have, especially living in San Diego, is having to have a car, buying a car, and that can be very expensive. I have Kaimani, and he is another student at Kearny High School. So what did you learn about buying a car?
Something I learned about buying a car is that it is extremely expensive. And me being me, I just made it so that I bought the most expensive car that I saw, because I like expensive things. Not turned out to be a good choice because of how expensive it was to pay for gas and maintenance and everything like that.
Yeah, so did it make you want to maybe rethink that next time you go to buy a car for real?
No.
No?
Always going to buy the most expensive car.
Buy what you can afford. All right. Well, thank you so much. And then, of course, when I come over here, because another thing that some of the students didn't count on is that they might have to pay for childcare, right, Jennifer?
Right.
And so what happened when you tried to pawn your kids off on your grandparents?
Well, people have jobs and they can't always be there for you, so I had to pay a little, well, it was really expensive. I had to pay for the child care, and even though I didn't want to, I had to, because it's a necessity that you need for your children.
Absolutely. So good to learn that now so that you can plan ahead. I want to bring you into, you're with Junior Achievement, of course. And so why is this program so important, and what does it take to make it happen?
Well, this program is so important because, as you've learned here, it's teaching our children and our young adults how to be adults and how to budget and have personal finances and be able to have child care and buy your expensive car. Junior Achievement is a really unique program. We're a nonprofit, and we are solely dependent on volunteers and financial support from the community. All of these programs run with volunteers. So today in Finance Park, there will be probably 6 to 8 adult volunteers here to help. So if there's anyone out there in the community that wants to volunteer with us, we could use your support. And then, of course, all these shops are sponsored by local businesses, and we have a few open shops. So if anyone's interested in owning the grocery store shop or the clothing store shop, we'd love to talk to you, so anyone can give me a call.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. So you can see it's really quite a program. And the great thing, too, is that if you want to go through this, because let's face it, probably most of us could use some of this advice as well, they actually do some programs on the weekend that adults can take part in. You can go to jasandiego.org and get lots more information on volunteering, on the weekend programs, and, of course, the finance park. I'll send it back to you.
Yeah, there are so many expenses you don't think about until you become an adult and you're on your own. You realize, wow, just breathing seems to cost money. But Audra, great program. Thank you.
Exactly. So learn about it now and help you out for later.
Hopefully it'll be easier down the line. Agreed.